Street Talking Other Stuff. Mike Maddog Magnotti, nice to be with you on this nice day in September. Fall is coming, and I know fall is the favorite season of many people, but I hate it. Now, I like fall. I like the weather. I like what happens then, but I don't like what it precedes, and that's the problem. The other thing about September is the start of what we call football season. Now, allegedly, it's football season. I saw one team playing football yesterday. I'm not too sure what the other team was doing, but we're not gonna go into that. But hey, Street Talking Other Stuff. Nice to have you here with me this Monday morning, and just got a few things to say before. Hey, this is an important show today. Okay, very important stuff. But just a couple things before that. Now we know that President Trump revoked the security clearance of the former CIA director, John Brennan. Now, what President Trump said, and I want to get this right, he revoked Brennan's security clearance because of the risks Brennan posed by his erratic behavior for making unfounded, outrageous statements and wild outbursts on the internet. Now, wait a minute. Are we talking about Brennan here, or are we talking about Trump? And so this Omarasa woman, now look, I don't know her, I don't know that much about her, but I don't trust anybody who goes by only one name. It's like I don't trust anybody who wears a pinky ring. It's just a thing. But this Omarasa woman, the former political aide to President Trump, she wrote in her book Unhinged that the White House staff has immediate access to any prescription drugs that they need. As if this is something shocking. The rest of us are going, well, we have that too. It's called Obamacare. And Democrats and some Republicans have concerns about this idea that President Trump had about having this military parade on Veterans Day. You know, he wanted to spend all this money, have all this military thing. And the people who have concerns about it were thinking that this was going to come off as totalitarian. You think? I mean, gosh, that's like someone being worried that the gay pride parade was going to come off a little bit gay. That's the kind of joke that could get you into trouble with people who don't have a sense of humor. That's okay. But this is Street Talking Other Stuff. I am Mike Maddog Magnotti. We've got a good show for you today. So this is important stuff, and you need to pay attention. So you stick around. We'll be right back.
Eastern Washington. It's a great place to call home and a great time to own a home. It's the ideal place to lay down roots for your family and your future. Gisa Credit Union thinks Eastern Washington is a great place to own a home, too. That's why we offer all kinds of home loans with personal attention every step of the way. We're your home. For home loans, we're Gisa Credit Union.
This is State Representative Carrie Condotta inviting you to watch our new and improved 12th District 2.0 show. Now featuring more information on federal, state, and local issues in a leaner, faster format. Guest hosts John Wise and Shiloh Shower bring it all home with yours truly, Carrie Condotta. Why do we call it 2.0? Because just like me, it's the stronger, faster, and lighter version of today's politics. Also available on demand at ncwlife.com.
Mocha emergency.
It's a Frappuccino mocha with whip.
The espresso shakes are my most favorite because I can get any flavor. Peanut butter chocolate for pita.
Definitely the espresso shakes.
My favorite is the mocha for pitas.
A peach Red Bull.
Are you raising a grandchild or another relative's child? If so, kinship programs may be available for your family. Kinship Care is the full-time care of children by relatives. Kinship Care maintains family, cultural, and community ties. It's the oldest form of family preservation and an important safety net for children whose parents are either unable or unwilling to care for them. To learn more about Kinship Care or to find a support group near you, please contact Aging and Adult Care of Central Washington.
Okay, Street Talking Other Stuff. Mike Maddog Magnotti. I am here with Miss Laura Fox. Laura, nice to have you.
Good morning.
This is supposed to mean shake my hand.
Oh.
I don't know what it is. Those of you who watch frequently know that usually with guests, I'm standing here like this. Maybe I have nothing communicable. No diseases.
No diseases. Okay, I'll keep that in mind.
All right, good. No, but I asked Laura on today. Actually, Laura invited herself, and I kind of like this because Laura is a Wenatchee school bus driver, and you may be going, oh, well, so what about that? But this is important stuff we're going to talk about today.
Yes.
Isn't it?
Yes, it is.
And what we're going to talk about is the rules of what happens when you're going by a school bus, and we're going to get into that in a minute. But before we do, just a little bit about yourself. Okay, I mean, let people know who you are, you know, so you're not just some enigmatic figure.
Not enigmatic, no.
Superhero who drives a school bus.
Well, that's debatable.
Okay.
Many of us believe that.
Yeah.
So I've been here, lived here 8 years. My husband grew up here, and we came back from the west side to
Yeah.
come here as a
Smart.
yeah.
Smart.
Many people that say that too. So we've been here about 8 years.
Yeah.
Have 2 girls and enjoying living here. So, and I've been a school bus driver. This is my 5th year, starting my 5th year, and I'm also a school bus driver trainer. So this is my 2nd year doing that, and just.
So how did you
working
get
with
into it? I mean, what did you do? You answer ad in the paper? You need a part-time job, or did somebody say,
no,
"Hey,
I
Laura,
was-
you want to drive a school bus?"
Yeah, actually, kind of. I
Really?
was in between jobs. I had been laid off, and my neighbor did not even realize what she did for a living. Noticed that I was not working at the time. We chit-chatted about it, and she offered and just said, "Would you be interested?" And that kind of led right to it. So
Okay, so what does it involve? I mean, you don't just walk down and start driving a bus. Do you
Nope.
need a chauffeur's license or?
no,
Something
you
like
don't.
that? So-
You do need to go to get some permits
Right.
and before that you can take the classes, and then there is about 40 hours of instruction, classroom and behind the wheel driving, that a trainer goes through with you, and you learn everything from how to drive a bus to student management to the rules of the road. And when you've had enough driving experience, and you then go and pass the CDL and testing to
Okay,
get your
so you
final
have
permit.
to get a
Yes.
CDL, commercial
Yes.
CDL. For those of you who don't
CDL.
know, commercial driver's license endorsement on
Yes.
your driver's license.
And it's a Class B, and then you have other school bus endorsements and passenger endorsements
Oh,
that you have to
cool.
do. So you have to get your permit process first, then do your classwork and behind the wheel training, and then test, which is a tough test. I mean, the laws are getting harder and harder every
Okay,
year.
is this a written test or a driving test? you have to
Driving.
take? Okay.
Yep.
Yeah. Do you have to
So-
back it up and that kind of
Yep,
stuff?
they go
Oh,
through
yeah, I
what
would
they call
not.
the pre-test, which is extremely difficult.
I would never be able to. I can barely drive a car, you know? Really serious. You know?
Yeah, I have had other people say the same thing, and you know, once you learn the skills and techniques, you know, it's not that difficult, but the question is, can you learn the techniques?
Yeah.
So,
Well, school buses have different lengths and sizes too. Do you have
Correct.
to qualify on each different length or?
no, we test on one of our longer ones,
Yeah.
you know, and then prior to working on your own with the students, we have you drive and learn how to drive all the different types of buses in the
Okay.
fleet. So.
All right. Okay.
Yeah.
What were the issues as a school bus driver you wanted to come on and discuss today? Okay. Tell us about that.
Well, primarily school bus safety, but more with the community involvement and that aspect. Because, you know, bus drivers, we do the best that we can, but there's an aspect that we can't control, and that is what the individual on the street does.
What the other drivers
So,
are doing.
absolutely.
Okay. Now, isn't it a rule, though, that when a school bus stops and the red lights flash and the stop sign comes out, that if you're driving on a roadway that is not physically divided, you have to stop either way you're going. Is that correct?
Correct.
And people aren't doing that, I
Nope.
understand.
Yep, nope. We can only stop 2 lanes of traffic, so that's a good thing, an easy thing to remember. However, when in doubt, stop. And there's many times where cars stop and they don't realize that they could still be going. For instance, on Chelan, the 3-lane road.
Right.
We can only technically stop 2 of those lanes.
Oh, okay.
But because we would never be crossing students during that
Okay, all
over
right.
3 lanes. But you know, motorists don't know that, and that's okay. So when in doubt, be cautious and stop.
Okay, because it can get dangerous, and kids
Absolutely.
have been injured and literally killed. You know, and this is
Absolutely.
something my wife and I talked about before I left the house this morning, knowing I was going to do the show. Knowing I was going to do the show, my sister-in-law was a bus driver over on the west side somewhere, and it wasn't her bus, but it was a bus in her district, somebody disobeyed one of these rules and a child was struck and killed. And it was so traumatic for my sister-in-law that even though it wasn't her bus, she actually had to, I mean, she couldn't keep doing it. But look, we've got a video which it shows some of this.
Yes.
This is a good time to show it?
Absolutely.
Okay, Caitlin, roll the video, okay? Now this is about a 3-minute video, but here, this is a news report from another station, but go ahead.
Be super careful, okay? Because someone's running my stop sign!
Judy Clapwick has had it. We watched as drivers continually ignored her flashing red lights. They are supposed to stop, front and back. But many didn't.
I'm scared.
Judy drives for the Combined Christian School Transportation Association and says the problem is getting worse.
I had the camera inside.
Which is why she taped her cell phone to the inside of her window.
Right here.
Flashing red lights, flashing stop sign, and horn blasts. Still, cars kept coming through. It's hard to see in the mirror, but the flashing stop sign is out. 1, 2, 3 cars blow right through.
Are you crazy? There's a child right there.
That red car just keeps going.
Wow.
School buses are carrying our most precious cargo.
It can happen. Oh my God! A child nearly hit in Florida. And look at this, a car racing through the inside lane. Narrowly missing students trying to board a bus in Washington State.
I just look both ways and run.
There they go again.
That car turning right is supposed to stop.
Hi, guys.
Every day, her bus company picks up 900 kids. And every day, this happens. 9 different vehicles, all going through with the red lights and stop sign flashing. It's a $167 ticket with 3 demerit points, but the police can't be everywhere.
Another message we have is for parents to teach their children that they can't rely on drivers to do the right thing.
Okay, Divine.
Rock and loaded.
Be careful. You have to stop.
One time I was walking there and a car almost hit me and I just ran.
You need to stop because the consequences can be so catastrophic. Stop! Stop!
Ross McLaughlin, CTV News, Vancouver.
That's pretty hairy, you know.
Scary.
And especially, you know, not only the people coming, you know, in the opposite direction, but that gap. I mean, what are people thinking?
Well, I don't know. Yeah, and it happens all throughout the states.
All right, so
Every
okay,
state.
and part of that was filmed in Washington State. Part of that video was.
Right.
Okay, now your personal experience. Okay, you've been driving bus 4 years. Have you had any close calls like that, or?
Well, I've had many cars drive through my stop sign.
Sure.
I've not had a close call where a student was almost hit because of it.
Okay.
But many either coming towards me, running my stop sign, or coming from behind me and passing me.
Right.
And going and passing me. So.
Okay, and you mentioned that in one of those scenes, the bus driver probably should have had the kid stay back on the curb. Okay.
Yeah.
And now buses have that arm that comes out
The
from the
crossing
front.
arm, yes.
So the kids can't cross closely in front of the bus. They have
Correct.
to actually, so the bus driver can
See them.
see them.
Right.
Okay. All right, but you know, but this you've witnessed this, people driving through
Absolutely.
and not paying attention.
Absolutely.
Okay.
And sometimes it's, you can see that they're being very absent-minded for some reason. You know, like I was mentioning, we have a joke that, you know, what don't you see about a big yellow bus with
Yeah,
flashing lights?
exactly.
But you can
know?
tell some of the ones that I have stopped, you can tell for whatever reason they were just absent-minded and tunnel zone and didn't see it, and because they do stop and then they're very apologetic. But then there's a huge percentage that simply run it and don't care.
Huh.
Or they think, oh, well, and maybe it's because they're running late. I mean, who knows for what reason, but.
You know, I'll tell you honestly, I mean, there's a couple school buses that go through the neighborhood, you know, where I drive to work. If I start to turn a corner or go down the street, I see a school bus in front of me, I just go in a different direction.
Well, and that's exactly the point, because school buses, they have a schedule, a set time. They're going to be in the same street, the same time, on the same corner, picking up the same kids.
Right.
And they don't have a choice to be someplace else.
Right.
Whereas a driver, if you see them, you can choose to go a different way if that is something you don't want to have to deal with.
Yeah, and I know the rules. I mean, I'm going to stop, and that's why I don't want to get behind a school
Right,
bus,
right.
because I don't know when they're going to.
Right. But most stops are less than a minute. So they're not very long.
Yeah, but the thing is, when you have to stop and wait in a car. Now again, I'm not arguing with you
Sure,
by any
sure.
stretch, but I don't. Nobody wants to wait a minute, okay?
Right.
And that's why people are driving past.
Sure,
Okay,
sure.
and that's why if you don't want to stop for the doggone school bus, then turn a different direction.
Exactly.
Okay? Go somewhere else.
Right, right.
Okay. But this gets pretty spooky sometimes, I guess. huh?
Sure,
Yeah.
and ultimately we're talking about the safety and the lives of the children.
Yeah, exactly.
It's a serious subject. so.
Exactly. Okay, well, we're talking with Laura Fox today. Laura is a Wenatchee school bus driver, and there has been, would you say this is an increasing problem or just been an ongoing problem?
Well, I don't know the statistics really,
Well,
but
the 4 years you've been doing it, so-
well, it's been constant.
Okay.
Yeah, constant problem, and I would say, every year we just get more and more drivers and inexperienced drivers as well.
Okay.
But I see it of all ages. I see it from the newer drivers on up to the old,
The
more
old people like
experienced, the
me.
old people like
know,
you. Yeah.
Who probably should be retested anyway. All right, but we're talking with Laura Fox. She's a Wenatchee school bus driver. We're talking about the ongoing issue of people not obeying the rules regarding school buses, and we're going to get into those specifically when we get back. Also, we're going to show a video that you've produced.
Yes.
That is to encourage school bus safety, both for drivers and for riders, correct?
Correct. It's more geared for the students.
For the students, okay.
Yes.
Okay, so street talk and other stuff. Mike Maddog Magnotti, stick around. We'll be right back.
Hey everyone, Fletcher and Amy Ellington here from Live It Up. In the investment world, ROI stands for Return on Investment. Well, how does better health, better wealth, and better relationships sound for ROI? Join us every week right here on NCW Life and learn how to invest in the most important asset, you.
We're going to answer your questions and provide some weekly inspiration so you can create a life that you love. Join us on Live It Up.
Hello, Wenatchee Valley. Christian Shanlin here with Bay Equity Home Loans.
Let us make your dream of home ownership a reality. We're here to guide you through the loan process every step of the way. Check out our convenient online application. Bay Equity Home Loans in Wenatchee, your home for loans.
Stop on by or give us a call today.
Just as went on the air, Steve, NCW Life is live now on Facebook.
Hey, how's about that? We're live, ladies and gentlemen.
I'm Dan Kuntz, your host for the next hour.
Every weekday, starting at 7 o'clock.
Get ready for a bunch of news that's coming your way.
What's happening around North Central Washington. I have a rundown of all your local, regional, and statewide news. You can also find more on our website at ncwlife.com. Follow us on Twitter and like us on Facebook. That's Wake Up Wenatchee Valley on NCW Life News.
Tacos Chava has something new. Customers at Tacos Chava say it's the best Mexican food around. Nachos, enchiladas, tortas, ensaladas, and introducing camarones in many styles. You'll love the fresh salsa bar with so much selection. Are you ready for Tacos Chava? Find them at 2 great locations, the Wenatchee Valley Mall and ENIAC. Tacos Chava, tan delicioso.
Okay, street talk and other stuff. We are back. I'm talking with Laura Fox. She is a Wenatchee school bus driver who is very concerned about the traffic laws. Now, the laws again are, if a school bus is stopped and the red lights are flashing and the stop sign comes out, if you're approaching or coming behind, you have to stop.
Correct.
And this is because the safety of the children, okay?
Correct.
The kids may have to cross the street over to the other side. It's an inconvenience, maybe. You know, when you were saying earlier that the wait is maybe only a minute, but still, for some people,
Typically.
yeah, if you're late for work or if you're going to lunch, just obey the friggin' rules, okay?
And flashing yellow, you get the flashing yellow first.
You know it's going to come. You know
and then,
it's
yeah,
happening,
I mean, that doesn't mean speed up and hurry.
Right. No, that only
It
means
really-
that only means a red light on
an intersection.
On an intersection.
There you
A
go.
yellow light on it.
Correct. So yeah, I mean, it gives you warning, you know, and again, we're talking about the safety of the kids, so
Okay.
definitely, and you need to stop.
Okay, and you have prepared a video about school bus safety that's primarily more for the children about riding on the bus, right?
Right. We launched a Love the Bus program student. Love the Bus safety program student. I can't even talk. Sorry.
That's how you fit in the show real well. She's a perfect guest.
It's a program that we started last year where we go into all of the elementary schools in the district and we present in all school assembly where we talk about bus safety and we show this video and questions and answers. And
so how come you got to produce it? You know, what makes you so special? That you were the man, so to speak. Figuratively speaking, of course.
Yes. No, it just kind of worked out that way. I mean, I was, kind of the spearheaded the project and had the time to do it. So it was me.
Well, we're going to watch some of that now. So go ahead, Caitlin, if you go ahead and roll that video for us. So this is Laura's Love the Bus Safety Program video, okay?
So if you hear me honking danger, stop, stop, stop. Back to back, seat to seat. I'm a bus driver driving you down the street. Back to back, seat to seat. I'm gonna get you there on a ride so sweet. Hey! Be responsible and you will be unstoppable. Don't forget your stuff. Don't make your life more rough. Hey, hey! Be respectful. Don't be neglectful. We're trying to build each other up with kindness and love. Break it down. High five to the left. High five to the right. High five to the left with a fist bump. A fist bump. High five to the left. High five to the right. High five to the left with a fist bump. A fist bump. Driving you down the street, back to back, seat to seat. I'm gonna get you there on a ride so sweet. Hey!
Okay, well, we didn't watch the whole video because I wanted to come back and talk with you, okay?
Sure.
This video is designed specifically, or not, more designed towards safety for the kids, right?
Correct.
And what is it you want to teach them?
Well, they have a big role just as the bus driver does.
Right.
There's 60, 70 kids on a bus, and their responsibility is to sit the correct way and behave the correct way, and so as not to be a distraction to the driver.
Sure.
There's a lot of responsibility that the driver has, and so the students need to do their job too to help keep them safe.
Okay, now I'm going to surprise you a little bit. I didn't say I was going to ask you this, but you mentioned part of the training is student management.
Yes.
Okay, tell me a little bit about that. That's got to be part of maybe some of the toughest stuff of the job, isn't it?
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because kids don't always.
They don't.
I know this is a shock to you parents, but kids don't always behave.
They don't. No. For the most part, we have good kids though. And they want to please, but most of the time it's the afternoons that are a struggle. They've had to behave and follow rules all day long, and they're ready to go home.
They need a snack.
Send them with food. No, they're not allowed to eat on the buses. But so we have to, try to enforce certain rules for the kids so that they will sit and behave and allow us to do our jobs, which is to get them home safely.
Now, what would happen if you had a really, I know this may never happen, outrageous situation? Would you ever have to stop the bus and call for help?
Oh, absolutely. In fact, we've just recently had to do that.
Oh, really? You had to do it, or
no,
someone
not
else
myself,
did?
but another driver in our district. That happens.
That's got to be tough. I mean, because you guys doing it because you like kids, you want to help, that kind of stuff, and it just.
Yeah, and sometimes it's the students, and sometimes it's the parents.
Kids these days, okay? It's just, I can't understand this generation. Well, okay, Laura, well, hang on. We got to take another break. I want to come back and do I've got a letter from somebody. It's called Your Probably Worthless Opinion, where I share an opinion.
Very good.
And this was an email I got today, and this one is good for the category. So, hey, street talk and other stuff. Mike Maddog Magnotti with Ms. Laura Fox, a school bus driver who wants you to drive safely and follow the rules with school buses. You stick around, though. We'll be right back.
Looking for a hands-on, high-demand job? Now is the perfect time to get trained for a career in manufacturing. Washington currently has a shortage of skilled tradespeople, and retirements are making room for more. The machining program at Wenatchee Valley College is designed to give students the foundation to excel in this precision industry. Don't wait, there are only 15 spots left. A 2-year degree and a 1-year certificate are available. Learn more at wvc.edu/machining.
I'm Jenny Rojanasatian, and this is Guada TV. Every week we will be bringing you a first look at North Central Washington business, tech, and education news. You'll hear from local influencers and innovators who live right here in the Valley. Together, we'll discuss hot topics, current events, and resources that can support your business, our schools, and this community. Join me every week, and let's get inspired.
I'm Grant Olson, and you're watching the NCW Life channel.
I'm Eric Grandstrom with NCW Life Sports.
I'm NCW Life News Director Steve Hare.
Catch us on Local Tel Channel 12.
You can watch us on Charter Channel 19 or stream us live on ncwlife.com.
Follow us on Twitter and like us on Facebook.
Where we cover the local high schools, the Wenatchee Wild, and the pro teams out of Seattle.
On Saturday, we have a 90% chance of rain.
Catch it all right here on the NCW Life channel.
If you are looking for dependable car service and repair, visit the good guys at Quick Lube and Tune. They've been keeping cars and trucks in the Wenatchee Valley running smooth for 35 years. Quick Lube and Tune is your hometown shop for a 10-minute oil change, complete tune-ups, alignments, brakes, mufflers, air conditioning service, and more. Get more life out of your vehicle by bringing it to the local guys you can trust at Quick Lube and Tune on South Wenatchee Avenue.
Okay, Street Talk and Other Stuff, we're back. Now, I haven't done something for the past few weeks. I tried to make this a regular part of the program. It's called Your Probably Worthless Opinion, where I read letters or input from viewers. And I got an email this morning that I want to share with you. Now, I posted something on Facebook yesterday, and that's what the letter's referring to. What I posted was I don't care who kneels or stands, I'm going to watch football anyway. And I had a picture of my house with my 12 flag up, you know.
I saw that, actually.
The flag of shame. All right, but here's the letter. Dear Mad Dog, I saw something you posted on Facebook yesterday. You said you didn't care who stood or knelt. You were going to watch football anyway. What kind of American are you? I'm trying to give the right attitude to this letter, okay? How can you ignore people who protest and are so disrespectful of authority? You ought to be ashamed of yourself because this is America. Love her to leave it. Signed, a true American. Well, love it, or true. The only thing I can say is that I don't know which I admire more about you, either your ignorance or your stupidity. Okay, I'm not sure which. Don't you know that America was founded on rebellion? America was founded on protest? I mean, this is our national culture, okay? And the Founding Fathers did a heck of a lot more than just kneel down during a song. All right, now, I stand up for the national anthem. And I like to say the Pledge of Allegiance. I love America, and I'm proud to be somebody who lives here. But patriotism can get a little bit out of hand. But one thing about America is that our culture is rebellion. Our culture is challenging authority and questioning authority, and sometimes standing up to authority when our values and our ethics tell us that authority is wrong. That's part of what it means to be an American. Okay, now, I may not agree with how some people protest, and I may not agree with what is being protested, but our Constitution, which is our birthright as Americans, gives us the right to protest. So in that spirit, I'm going to watch pro football.
Well, there you go.
Not college football, though. College football bores me. But Laura, thank you very much for being here.
Thank you.
I appreciate it. And good luck.
Thanks for having me.
God bless you and keep you safe. But hey,
Thank
Street
you.
Talk and Other Stuff. Thanks for tuning in this week. We will see you next week when Chief Rick Johnson from the Chelan County Sheriff's Office will be here. Have a great day. Bye-bye.